And happening right now at the Tennessee State House, after more than 3 months of work, lawmakers expect to hear the final gavel of this legislative session really any moment now.
So how did they spend their final day on the Hill? Speeding through and debating final bills, of course.
And our Capitol Hill reporter Chris Davis has followed all the action from the beginning, including updates now on a bill expanding when you can use lethal force and changes inside classrooms.
The last day of session can often feel like the last day of school. Talk of summer plans, group pictures, even a rare visit from the principal.
Mr. Clerk, call next bill.
But lawmakers also had to cram to finish up some of their homework.
If someone is destroying your property, that you can use lethal force to protect it.
Including Representative Kip Capley's bill that would include protecting your property to when Tennesseans are allowed to use deadly force.
A person must reasonably believe deadly force is immediately necessary to prevent the other's commission of arson, burglary, robbery, aggravated cruelty to animals.
I do not think we should give license to individuals to kill people over property.
Members of both parties gave it a failing grade.
Not harming you in the sense that they're going to kill you, but if they're stealing from you and your property, or maybe they're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
But the bill ultimately passed. Another bill initially would have expanded the Education Savings Accounts voucher program. This is the one that only impacts Davidson, Shelby, and Hamilton County students.
Do you think you had the votes to be able to pass that? Well, you never know. We'll find out when we get to the floor, right?
That was Wednesday. By Thursday, the expansion part was stripped out.
And it does one thing, it just changes the test requirements.
Instead, the bill allows private schools to either give students the TCAP test or a national norm test. Currently, ESA students are required to take the TCAP. Democrats still oppose the measure, saying changing the test will make it hard to measure progress for those students.
You'd like to know how they're measuring up, to be able to compare apples and apples.
In many ways, if this is the last day of the session, it's the end of an era for many lawmakers. Several are retiring, including Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally after nearly 50 years here at the state capitol. It's also Governor Bill Lee's final session as governor. Chris Davis, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Chris. And Chris has offered 2 new updates that we're following now. Posting the 10 Commandments in schools will be optional, not mandatory like the state Senate initially wanted. And this one, when it comes to those English-only driver's license tests, people can take the test in their native language when they first move here. But after 3 years, the test will have to be in English. Chris will have a full recap of the session tomorrow. And Carrie, we're following even more. That driver's license bill kind of tied to some of the slew of immigration bills they've talked about, very controversial, right?
Most certainly, including one that requires every sheriff in the state to enter into agreements with immigration officials. It's called the 287G program, and it's now passed in both chambers. The program allows sheriff's offices across the state to enter into partnerships with ICE for things like detaining migrants at local jails. Right now, dozens of counties across the state have voluntarily chosen to participate, but this bill makes it a requirement by the year 2027. Departments could lose funding if they don't comply.